not too long ago, Triple G, Gennady Golovkin was actually alluding to the fact that he was not retired, and this was probably 2 years ago, 2023, when they was asking him about why didn't he officially retire. He just said that he wasn't planning on retiring at that time. He didn't feel like he needed to make the decision. Seemed like he still had some interest in boxing, depending on what could actually come across his table as far as an offer or even a matchup that would make sense, platform and everything else. Because the last two fights he had was Murata, and that was on in Japan. And I think that was an Amazon Prime fight, if I'm not mistaken. But that was actually in Japan to kickstart that. And then the next fight was with Canelo, and that was the last fight he had. So we don't really know what direction Triple G was actually going to go into after that. A lot of people didn't ask him the question of whether he was retired or what. So I figured the game plan and everything was kind of in order of what was next in his career, but he never went in any direction. The thing that he's doing right now is trying to help with the Olympics, because he felt like in the Olympics he was cheating in the past, or allegedly should have had better favor as far as from judges and others. And now he's trying to be an advocate for some change in the Olympics. And I'm hearing that he's doing a good job, but starting to be more interest now in him actually fighting again. And I know that he sees the fights with Riyadh season and everyone else. I don't know how many times Triple G has actually fought in the Middle East in his career. So it could be something small like that he wants to entertain. Things that wasn't going on as much in his career in the beginning. But I know recently he's had some fights where they were mostly in the America. But I know at a certain time he was fighting in Germany and other places. But in Saudi Arabia, doesn't really have any kind of fights over there. So maybe it's a certain situation where he wants to fight over there, and he's fought in Kazakhstan. That was one time out in 2010, but other than that, hasn't really had anything that would interest him to bring him back to the sport. Canelo Alvarez, he's fought 3 times. Didn't really have much success as far as the way that he wanted things to go. And the judging, everybody back and forth on that, feel like he's won certain fights and Canelo did it. And some people feel like Canelo won all the fights they were in. But, you know, different changes and different things happen. And now Golovkin is in a situation where he's an advocate for the Olympics. But I wonder what direction would he actually want to go. Would he want to get a young guy who's with a name? Would he want to get somebody who's just there to be a tough fight, that's really not experienced enough? Would it be a situation with like Kovalev, where he came back on the Riyadh card and fought Safar, I want to say, and that was a tough fight. He actually got dropped, but he ended up finishing the fight. Very tough opponent he went against. But I know Golovkin loves boxing. He's stayed around boxing the whole time. He's still involved with boxing. I know that the money is flowing around. It's definitely an interest. He's not going to be boxing for free. If so, he probably already would have boxed. But in this situation, it'll definitely help out to see what he's actually looking for. But from what I've seen, he just wants to get in the ring one more time. All I've seen is he said he wants to get in the ring one more time, and that will make a lot of sense, because a lot of guys, boxers, even Danny Garcia is coming back right now, and it looks like this will be his last fight. A lot of boxers, they don't know when they want to finish fighting. They've been doing that their whole life. It's kind of hard to wake up one day and say, I'm gonna stop doing something that I've been doing my whole life. And it's on you to actually make that call, not anyone else. So most of the time when you retire, you got to make that call. So it seems like Golovkin is not ready to make that call yet. He still has interest in boxing and probably wakes up every day thinking about one more fight. So that's the idea that he has right now. And the fact that he's actually sharing that message with others, it lets you know that he's going in another direction, and he's not going to just hang around. He's going to get one more fight and then retire. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.